There are two things I like more than good football: gambling and racism. Don't take that out of context. I know it's very easy to. A good college football weekend is what I was in for this week. What a good game for this game. I really like this. I mean, I thought Oklahoma was going to blow out the water. It's going to be like, aha, I told you so. Like I'm a fucking fortune teller. Like I can read your palms like a spiritual guidance. I can see the signs. The stars are all coming down to me. Boy, could I have been more wrong. This game was phenomenal. I actually really enjoyed this. I'm not gonna lie. I was at Universal. I was watching while I was fucking watching the lighting up. It's like I was like an iPad kid. I was like doing this. Oh, the Christmas tree's lighting up. Alabama's playing. I don't care. So like that's literally what I was doing the entire time. So, but goddamn, was that a good game? Because I thought Mateer was gonna have a pretty good game. I mean, I thought the Ty Simpson wouldn't have gotten pressure. I think like holy fucking shit. No. Anyways, this is fucking hell, dude. Everything's going wrong. Okay. Cat Loki just stepped on my power button on my computer. I have to fucking hold this shit off. But I don't even know what I was talking about. But like I was saying, like I feel like I knew it. Like the first when they were winning 17-0, I was like, yeah, Ty Simpson isn't made for this shit. He's buns. Then John Mateer started to look like Ty Simpson. I was like, damn, is this it? Is this how Oklahoma season's end? And yeah, it is. That team had some crazy black magic. I wouldn't have expected them to be this good. I mean, other than the Texas loss, and Ole Miss, they won against Tennessee. They won against Alabama. That was my crazy game. And then they won against Michigan too. It was a good season for them. Honestly, it was a good season. It was a good season for Mateer. And again, when it mattered most, Mateer shit the bed, and he threw bad interceptions to Zaire Brown. I mean, it was a bad interception, and that's when the momentum started shifting. After that interception, you're like, maybe Oklahoma can score quickly. Maybe you can get some points on the board. Maybe take a 2-possession lead right before half, and then you just fucking shit the bed and threw it. And there's 17 points in that second half, and they caught up, and they weren't able to score since. And that by the fourth quarter, that stadium was deflated. Like you can see it, like you can hear it. Like before, like they were going crazy. Kyler Murray's there. It was like everyone was going crazy, and then by the fourth quarter, they looked defeated, and it was bad. And then some missed field goal kicks. It wasn't a good look, to say the least. It wasn't a good look, and I thought that maybe if you get pressure on Ty Simpson, you can maybe rattle him a little bit, because that's what happens. And I think Oklahoma didn't do as good of a job as setting pressure to Ty Simpson. I know there's a lot of playmakers in Bernard, Ryan Williams, all them boys, but I feel like 24 points should win you a football game sometimes, especially with how dominant the defensive line has been in the past. And Ty Simpson proved me wrong. He played really good, and he was consistently hitting consistently hitting throws down the field, and he was 18 for 29 and 232 and 2 touchdowns. It's not a bad stat line, and as much as I would hate to see Alabama win, because I hate Alabama, I don't like Alabama, and I'm talking this from an unbiased perspective. I want a good football game, but Ty Simpson proved me wrong, man. I was looking hate picking them. I thought Alabama didn't do that. I thought DeBoer wasn't as good as a coach as he thought, and he played pretty good. I mean, the defensive scheme was good. Obviously, that's not on DeBoer, but still, it's still a good scheme. And Alabama proved me wrong. Ty Simpson draft stock didn't fall even more after this, and I could see him still going in the first round. But I'm not talking about draft stock. I'm just talking about the game purely. John Mateer, though, he just was missing throws. There was one throw where he was wide open, and he just sailed it above his receiver, and that would have been an easy touchdown. And honestly, that would have changed the game. And he just missed. And it was good concepts. It was a cross round. It was a deep crosser. They passed over, and then Mateer just sailed it. And he didn't have a good game after that pick six. That pick six really demoralized him. He threw for 307, but his completion percentage wasn't okay. And honestly, he wasn't like the Alabama defensive line was blitzing, giving pressure on him, which was smart. It was smart. You have to make Mateer beat you, and you have to make him make these quick reads, which you haven't really used to him seeing, where he doesn't make these quick reads, where it's just like a bunch of easy passes, and they have a bunch of playmakers, like the speedsters that go down, and they just couldn't get it because there was so many fucking blitzes, and you didn't understand what was going on, and Mateer eventually had to pay the price by either taking a hit or just throwing in the dirt, and it was like that the entire second half. I mean, it just wasn't competitive at the end. But I guess I was wrong. 0 for 2, baby. Let's go. Next game, A&M versus Hurricanes. That was a great defensive game. I know people online were bitching about this. I low-key think this is a great game. You don't see like many these type of football, like defensive football games in college football. You don't see like the Miami Hurricanes 10-3 or whatever. Like you don't see that shit. And there was a lot of missed field goal attempts. The kickers, I don't know if there's kicker stats on Google, but yeah, it was tough, man. Yeah, but you don't see that many missed field goals attempts, and that was the most field goal misses in the college football playoff history, which was like 4 or 5. And it was just like, it was tough, and then they eventually got a touchdown. The Hurricanes eventually got a touchdown, which was good. It was a good touchdown. It was Malachi Tony, of course. And honestly, I did think that Texas A&M's pass rush would have gone there. Like I just thought that Texas A&M just had the pass rush to get to back, and it did. Honestly, it did. I mean, it was literally uncompetitive. It was scoreless at half, but Texas A&M could just get going. And Marcel Reed looks so good till he doesn't, and that's the whole problem with him. That's the whole reason why I didn't have him like winning, like going that far in the playoffs, which was just he just shits the bed sometimes. He did that in Texas too, where they looked really good and they had 2 straight losses towards the end of the season. And the thing with Marcel Reed is that he just sails it so often. He did 25 for 39 with 237 yards and 2 interceptions. It's a bad stat line. Obviously, 237 yards isn't like great, but like the amount of times they had the ball, like you can't rely on your defense. Your defense held them to 10 points. Marcel Reed can't be sailing these yards. There was that one point in the second half where he was going out the pocket, easily taking it up, but he threw a ball. It sailed over the guy's head and it went straight to safety. Safety caught it and he returned it. Returned for a decent gain. And honestly, it just wasn't good. And Mark Fletcher had a pretty good game. Marcel Reed, not so great. I mean, it's just like he's so inconsistent, and you don't know if he really has that in him to have these big games if he's going to keep on sailing. And the sole problem with Texas A&M is the defense can bail him out, but there's only so much the offense can do. I mean, the Conception wasn't that lethal in this game. Le'Veon Moss got hurt. Ruben Owens was okay. Like it was just okay. Like Casey Conception only had 4 for 33. They neutralized Conception, which I really enjoyed. And I will give my flowers to Ruben Bain and number 3 or number 0. No, it was Ruben Bain and Byzantine. Ruben Bain had a great game. His draft stock rise so much from this. I bet you he can be like over Alvaro Ruiz maybe, barring how they play, because those two play each other next. Barring how they play, they played really good. Oh no, sorry, Mesidor. Those 3 on the edge, so good. I mean, I didn't know so much about Mesidor before this game because I didn't watch a lot of Miami Hurricanes football this year. But they played really good, and people will bitch about Notre Dame not getting in or BYU not getting in. The way that Miami played, I think obviously you're gonna go against Tulane and JMU, obviously, but still, the way Ruben Bain played and how Miami played, I think they deserved this playoff spot. They clearly were hard nosed getting after Marcel Reed, and Marcel Reed looked spooked, and he was missing throws too, which didn't help. But he just looked spooked, and he was afraid to take off, which is why he forced those errant throws. And Miami did a good job about that, and I think Miami is a very good team if they play like this. Again, the thing is, I think Ohio State is going to be better than obviously Texas A&M. Ohio State is like the best in the country right now. But still, like, if you're neutralizing Casey Concepcion to 4 catches for 33 yards, it's not a bad game. I mean, the only person who cooked you off was Craver, and again, you can do that, but the problem is Ohio State has so much depth that you don't know how much that works. But you gotta worry about that this week, anyways. So it doesn't really like. It's okay if you do this. So as long as they neutralize Jeremiah Smith and Carlin Tate, I can really see them getting in and just get pressure on Julian. I almost said Will Howard. Get pressure on Julian Sang, and I think you can really do numbers, and you can maybe keep yourself in the game, because obviously this offense is not as explosive. Carson Beck didn't have a great game, but he wasn't turning it over a lot. He had one fumble at the start, but he didn't throw an interception, and he threw one touchdown. So it wasn't a bad game, and I do think that Miami is a pretty good team. At least the defensive line is pretty good, and that defense is pretty good. I have questions about the offense. It didn't look explosive at all, even though Texas A&M's defense is very good. They're going to have a harder time against Ohio State's defense because that's the best in the league. No doubt about that. That's the best. And it's just like, if you're having trouble against Texas A&M, you're definitely have trouble against Ohio State. Not to diss Texas A&M. They have a great program. Their school is very good. They played lights out the entire year, beside the last couple games. Versus Ohio State, which has only held Indiana's offense to 13 points, and Indiana's offense has been very explosive this year. So it just really depends, and I think it's gonna definitely like depend on how well Ruben Bain and Messidor play and the rest of that defensive line. But I think they can get it done. But I don't know. It's very interesting. Tulane versus Ole Miss. This is just nothing burger. I told you, bro. I mean, yeah. You don't have to be a fucking wizard to guess this, but Lane Kiffin's Ole Miss, ex-Ole Miss people get it done, and they had a backup playing. Yeah. So no Lane Kiffin, no problem for Ole Miss. Kwan Lacey, I hope he does well in the NFL. Yeah. Shit, it was a good game. Tulane obviously had to be the non-Power 4 school in, same with JMU, but again, it is what it is. Oregon versus JMU. JMU scored much more. I thought Oregon would score like 50 plus too, so I knew that, but I don't know. JMU would score 34. I mean, they didn't play bad. This was a little shaky for Dante Moore. He threw 2 interceptions. Not a great game, but you just gotta let it be. KCD was neutralized basically the entire game. Yeah, Dante Moore he looked okay. Like it just depends. I mean, if Oregon was gonna win, I don't think this Oregon team's gonna get past Indiana the way they played. If they're giving up 34 to JMU, I know JMU has been pretty good this year, but if you give up 34 to JMU, I don't know how well you're gonna do against Indiana, especially the Heisman, especially how well that offense is. And the defense, 34 and JMU, obviously beat your Oregon, man. You gotta like up it a little bit. I think the defense can hang some points on, or the offense of Indiana can hang some points on the Oregon Ducks defense, especially giving up 34. So that's basically it. Very, very interesting. Very interesting day of college football. Well, 2 days, but we'll say day and a quarter. And I still have Ohio State winning. Nothing has really changed. I'm not really panicked by anything. I did go 0 for 2 on the 50-50 picks, but again, I think Texas A&M and Texas A&M and Oklahoma are bound to lose eventually. It's just who's going to get the second round for that pride point. I feel like all the buys are going to win. Maybe beside Oregon, but I think Oregon has the easiest game in Texas Tech, in my personal opinion. But we'll have to see that. Yeah, that's basically it. See you guys tomorrow, I guess.